services tax comes
Starting
into
1st
force
July,
tomorrow,
businesses led to last-minute changes ahead of the rollout.
The transportation, the distribution, everything will going to increase.
GST is actually a better solution than SST, but yes.
Revenue, the government says, will go towards healthcare, education and targeted subsidies.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. Thank you for joining in our today's forum discussion titled Current Tax Policies and Recent Developments in Malaysia. Today, we will be discussing three key taxation issues that significantly affect businesses, professionals, and the general public. And today, here with me, joining me, Yang Berhormat Razana Mirzarina, our Minister of Finance of Malaysia, Dr. Professor Hafsah Muhammad Noor, our tax consultant, Ms. Adina Muhammad Shaiful, representing small and medium enterprises, Ms. Shaukina Abdullah, our professional accountant, and me, Najwatul Ashikin, as your host for today's forum. Thank you to all our panelists for joining us in today's forum.
Thank you, Najwatul. I am pleased to be here to share the government's perspective on this important tax matter.
Alright, before our panelists explore the topic in greater depth, let us first understand what tax is. In simple terms, tax is a compulsory financial contribution imposed by the government on individuals and businesses. In Malaysia, taxes are collected by the Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia or Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri (LHDN), and they include income taxes, corporate taxes, indirect taxes, such as SST and other forms of government levies. Now the question arises, why is tax important? Tax is the main source of revenue for the government. It plays a crucial role in financing public services such as education and healthcare, infrastructure development like roads and public transport, social welfare programs, national security, and public administration. Without taxation, the government would not be able to function effectively or provide essential services to the citizen. Now let us begin with our first topic, e-invoicing, which is being implemented in phases starting from 2024. Yang Berhormat Razana, could you please explain why Malaysia is introducing e-invoicing?
Thank you, host. E-invoicing is introduced in Malaysia to improve tax compliance, reduce tax evasion, and modernize Malaysia tax systems. It allows invoices to be reported directly to LHDN in real time, which enhances transparency and efficiency.
From a professional perspective, e-invoicing is a positive initiative because it helps modernize Malaysia's tax system. By using digital invoices, businesses can reduce manual errors and improve record keeping. However, many SMEs may face challenges, especially during the early stages. These challenges include the high cost of purchasing new software, lack of technical knowledge, and the need to train employees.
From the SME perspective, the introduction of e-invoicing is a major change in business operation. This initiative by LHDN aims to improve tax compliance and modernize Malaysian tax system. However, SME face challenges such as high system costs, lack of IT knowledge, and training requirements. According to the SME, many SME are still not fully prepared despite phased implementation. While e-invoicing brings long-term benefit, SME needs flexibility, guidance, and adequate transition period.
How about from the accountant perspective, Ms. Shaukina?
Accountants also face challenges during the transition period. However, in the long term, e-invoicing can help reduce errors and manual work.
Based on accounting record, there has been a noticeable increase in operating costs. This increase mainly involves compliance-related expenses and administrative costs. Such information allow management to clearly understand the financial impact on the business and to implement appropriate cost control measures.
Now we go to our second issue concerns the expansion of sales and services tax. Ms. Adina, how does this expansion affect SMEs?
The expansion of sales and service tax to service such as logistics and repair has increased operating costs for SME. As SME have limited ability to absorb rising costs, these are often passed on to consumers, contributing to higher living costs. Although the government aims to broaden the tax base, the impact on SME and consumers must be carefully monitored.
As a result, consumers may experience an increase in the cost of living, especially when more services become taxable. From a tax perspective, businesses must ensure proper SST compliance and pricing strategies so that the impact on consumers can be managed effectively.
Alright, do the government knows about these concerns, Yang Berhormat?
Yes, the government did acknowledge these concerns. The expansion of SST aims to broaden the tax base without reintroducing GST. Nevertheless, we are closely monitoring its impact on inflation.
Based on the point that has been discussed by Ms. Adina, do the accountants also realize the increases in the operating costs of the businesses, Ms. Shaukina?
From accounting records, we actually can carry out such cost increase, and apart from that, businesses also must ensure proper SST compliance to avoid penalties that can also increase the cost.
SST compliance is essential for businesses to avoid penalties and fines. Failure to comply with SST regulation may result in additional costs, which can negatively affect the company's overall profitability. Therefore, ensuring proper compliance is crucial for maintaining financial stability.
Thank you, Ms. Shaukina, and all of our panelists for the insightful discussions on the earlier topics. Now we move towards the final topic of today's discussion, which is Digital Service Tax, which is in short DST, imposed on foreign digital service providers. Is this tax fair? Maybe we can start from Dr. Professor Hafsa.
Digital service tax ensure that foreign digital companies contribute tax revenue to Malaysia even though they do not have a physical presence in the country. This is important because many digital platforms earn income from Malaysian users. The ST also helps create fairness between local companies and foreign digital service providers. However, there are challenges such as the risk of double taxation and difficulties in enforcement since these companies are based overseas.
Besides that, enforcement can be challenging since these companies are based overseas and compliance largely relies on self-reporting.
Digital service tax affect SME that rely on digital platforms such as an accounting software and online advertising. In many cases, service providers pass to the tax to user, increasing business expenses. While the ST promote fairness in the digital economy, affordability and SME reliance on digital service should be considered.
It looks like DST has many challenges. Then why did the government impose this digital service tax, Yang Berhormat?
Despite these challenges, the SD is essential to ensure tax fairness in the digital economy, and Malaysia continues to improve the enforcement mechanisms.
Alright, as we come to the end of today's forum, it is clear that taxation is more than just a legal obligation. It is a shared responsibility that supports the development and stability of our nation. Before we conclude, may I have a brief final comment from each panelist?
Tax policies are essential for national development. However, SME require a strong support, clear guidelines and flexible implementation. With proper assistance, SME can comply effectively while continuing to contribute to Malaysia's economy. Thank you.
Clear regulation and proper guidance are crucial for effective implementation in accounting.
Recent tax development aim to improve tax fairness and strengthen Malaysia's tax system. While these changes may create challenges for businesses and individuals, proper planning and professional advice can help taxpayers adapt and remain compliant.
Last but not least, the government also should remain committed to improving tax policies while supporting sustainable economic growth. Thank you.
Thank you to our panelists for their valuable insights and to the audience for your time and participation. We hope today's forum has provided a clear understanding of taxation and its role in Malaysia. With that, this forum is officially concluded. Thank you for watching and we hope to see you in the future.